Boom, boom. This is Ken here. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. All right, we got to do the Bleach Immortal swap today. So we got a few things covered, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, first, we got gotcha Bonanza event up. Remember to focus on this, because you can get Omni shards for it on 20 a day. Once it resets, and then you get I think you get like 9 here if you actually participate. I think it's like 20. You do 20 one day, then the next day you do 30, and I think that will enable you to get something like 9 or something like that. It's either 9 or 6, I can't remember which, but just make sure you focus. Make sure you look at the event and make sure that you do enough to get you the gotcha, and make sure all of the Omni shards are gone. Okay, so that's up for 2 days. Nothing else is going on in terms of anything new. We've got the new season pass up for Ikaku, so make sure you focus on that as well. We do also have Halloween event coming up, probably going to be about 2 weeks for that. They've got, if you go on the BizLeaks on the Reddit, you can see a little bit about it. They've got what the format's going to be and what exactly it's going to entail. There's not going to be any new characters coming out in the event, so hopefully we'll be able to get some of the actual coupons, not the coupons, but the actual time tokens that we could use to actually do that. So that's what we're hoping. Time tokens will be good. The coupon shop's pretty much, it's not very good. It's unrealistic. Everybody's calling it a scam and a money grab. Can't actually disagree with that assertion. So it is what it is. It's nice that they gave us a way to, in the off season, work on getting the actual special characters, but they could have done it in a much more player-friendly way. That wasn't it. They put everything too unrealistic, way too high priced, way too hard to get. And if you want to participate and use it any type of capacity, you're pretty much going to have to spend something. So it's definitely not a mechanic that we were hoping for. But maybe they'll change it. Who knows? But we'll have to see. Hopefully here on the Halloween event, we'll be able to get our hands on some time tokens. Maybe get some shards and whatnot for some of the characters. Maybe work on the weapon. The one thing I do like about the shop is the fact that the stuff is there now. Okay, you can actually, you can actually see this stuff now. Okay, really the only time you ever get to see Ichigo's umbrella is when a special event was actually occurring, and they would have a chance to get some shards or to try to get it. Now it's here all the time. That's what I was saying in my video about it. It's nice to see that it's there. Unfortunately, they've put it way too far out of reach. And you're going to really have to spend the money if you want to do it in a reasonable time frame. But hopefully, in this the Halloween event that's coming up, and then the Christmas event that we're going to have here in about 3 months or so, we'll be able to get enough to maybe snatch up Ichigo's umbrella, and then Orihime's gloves in that order, because I'm bringing Ichigo up. So let's go ahead and take a look. New character's going to be coming out pretty soon. We actually expect him, and probably the next update will be a new character event for him. Okay, so let's take a look at him. Interesting character. So as you can see, he is 2 stars. Hozu Kimaru. I hope I said that right. Hozu Kimaru. I probably didn't like that, but he is extremely fascinating in his look. And now he's a bird, a Vermilion bird. What's interesting about the fact is he's actually classified as a tank. But if you read his actual skills, we got 3 sections staff. Deals damage to a single enemy and unleashes 2 spear thrusts. Deals damage equal to 3% to 5% of Hozu Kimaru's max hit points with 30% chance to stun. Definitely want to go with hit point focused Warsoul. As you increase his hit points, he's going to do more damage. So that's good. Deals damage to enemy front row, so he's a front row attacker. And spends 10% of his max hit points to deal additional damage equal to 12% of the target's max hit points, not to exceed 15 of Hozu Kimaru's max hit points. Okay. Again, if you're looking at this like I'm looking at this as attacker. Okay, I'm not looking at this as support tank. Okay. This effect still activates when Hozu Kimaru's hit points is less than 10%, reducing his hit points to 1. This ability has a 35% chance block pierce chance, and of course it increases after the weapon is awakened. Passive. So increased damage reduction rate at the beginning of each round. You gain 1 stack of dragon tattoo to a maximum of 3 stacks. The first stack of dragon tattoo. So there's 3 stacks of this. Each stack does something. So the first stack decreases incoming damage by 15%. Okay, that I assume is where they're getting the tank. The second stack increases effect reduction by 40% and rage recovery rate by 20%. And then the third stack increases max hits points by 15% and reflect damage rate by 20%. Increases the damage dealt by Hosikamu's rage attack by 20 and causes him to regenerate 20 of his missing hit points. Reading this, it makes me seem like this is an extremely overpowered character. Way too much stuff going on with him. He seems more like an attacker. So he's going to hit the front row, so he's going to be a three target attacker. So, you know, 1 target attackers do the most damage because they hit a single target, and it focuses on a single target. So that's a nuker. Then you've got your 2-star or 2-character attackers like your Kenpachis, who attack a column. So they hit 1, 2. So they do damage to 2, and they're usually the second amount. Then you've got the 3-character attackers, which is attacker that hits the front row, or an attacker like Lisa that hits the back row. And then they do medium damage. You know, there's several other Iraku hits 3 people too, but that's the basis focus for that. And then of course there's your all AoE characters, which attack everybody, and they do a lot of damage, but they do it over a larger area, so each character gets hit with a little bit less. This leads me to, he looks more like an attacker than he actually does a tank. So we'll have to see, but he seems quite overpowered in terms of what he's capable of doing. So, you know, another thing that you have to look at is the fact that they actually categorize this guy in his initiative. If you go into the archives and look at the initiative group that they've placed him in, it's called this Incredible Destructive Force. You would not associate Incredible Destructive Force with the tank. You would associate that with an attacker. But that's why I say a little bit overpowered, because it seems like they're making an extremely powerful attacker, but also making him a tank. That pretty much places him in the upper echelons of all the other characters. I mean, there's only a few other characters that even have that remote capability. First one being, you know, Aizen in his you know, upper forms. Okay. You know, what I like to call butterfly Aizen, and things like that. I mean, you know, you've got your targets. You got like so you got like, you know, your Barragons and whatnot are pretty good tanks, and they do okay damage, but they don't seem to be doing as much damage as this guy is. They wouldn't put him in Incredible Destructive Force if he wasn't doing a ton of damage. Yet he's categorized as a tank. So I hope they don't. I hope that, you know, I'm hoping this character doesn't be completely outdate all the other characters. I would hate to see them get this close to what looks to be, you know, third, probably I'd say would have to be Gen 3 characters, and making these Gen 3 characters to be completely unrealistic. This leads me to believe the problem that we're going to be encountering here, which started to creep up in the last amount of the story, is the fact that they're not far enough along in the story. Things aren't being gated properly. Okay, it's almost like they're wanting you to focus on special characters to do events, is what it seems like it's leading to. Unfortunately, that's not acceptable in this game, because this is not a game that's set up for that. Games set up where they can do that are games like Azur Lane and places like that, where you can get the characters very easily, and you can level up the characters fairly easily, but they don't offer you enough mats in this game to focus on more than a team and a few others. Okay, they just don't give you enough mats to do it unless you start spending a lot of money, and that would be the wrong way for this to go. We've already got people talking about some of the servers are starting to have serious problems with the amount of people playing. Not on our server here. Thankfully, I'm on server 100. We're still in pretty good shape. We haven't really seen a decline. I'm currently ranked 4 in PvP on this server, but as you can see, all of us are at 1.2, 1.3, 1. We're all still a functional server. We're not seeing anything below 1 million get into our top 10, and we still have some things, but there have been some grumblings. Some of the guys who know guys that play on other servers are starting to see. I hope it's not the coupon shop. It might very well be the coupon shop. Might have caused some people to walk. Everybody was extremely happy that they were going to be offering a way to get specialty characters and specialty items without having to wait for an event, a special event, not just the regular events, but a real spell. This coupon shop was not well received. As I said before, a lot of people are calling it a money grab. I can't disagree with that, because if you look at it, that's what its indications are. It's a pretty bad look. Unrealistic capabilities, forcing you to spend money if you want to actually utilize it. It's nice to be able to see that stuff, even though there's no event going on to get it, but it's still out of reach, so it's not really that useful. But yeah, so a lot of people started talking about it about a couple story modes ago, because we're not even halfway through the story, and everybody's already maxed out. What I've heard is the people who it's finding it exceedingly difficult to advance. I know I saw it in the last one where I've still got 2 levels inside of the last story, which I can't complete. I completed the story, but I didn't complete it with 3 stars, which is what I'm trying to do. Just can't quite handle it. So I'm hoping that once I've got all this equipment maxed out now with what I've got, that I'll be able to go back in and knock it out. But we'll have to see. But yeah, so that's where we're at. But yeah, so new character. Expect to see him probably next week sometime. Okay. My assumption is after that, probably another week or 2 after that, we should see the Halloween event come up. You can go on to BizLeaks, the Reddit, and you can get an idea of what that entails. They've got some screenshots posted from it. They've got the general format laid out. It seems to be a similar format to what they've done before, so it's not going to be anything extremely difficult to understand. And we'll just have to see. Hopefully we'll be able to get some time tokens. And if not time tokens, a large amount of coupons, so that we can actually think about maybe utilizing the coupon shop without spending a ton of money. But we'll just have to see what they're going to offer with it, because this will be the first event after the shop has been opened up. Alright, so that's what we've got. So remember, focus on the gotchas, get all those Omni Shards, because they are still the primary method for which you can level up those anniversary characters until getting the shards for them inside the shop is just not realistic at this point. So that's what we've got, and that's what we deal with. This right here, this is going to be closing out in a day or 2. So the event is of course closed, but you can get that. I've already purchased. I purchased a bunch of the actual Omni Shards. Okay, so that's what I always get. There really wasn't anything else in here that was really particularly my fancy. I'm not working on any of these particular SSR characters. And while Haneko is an interesting character, I don't know what she's useful. I do have her, but I'm not going to be leveling her up. I'm currently working on, of course, as I said before, anniversary. I'm with him. I've got him up to green 2, so I'm into the point where I can start taking him up pretty fast. It's hard for me to get the through the red, because all of the resources that I get now from inside of the AFK function and the soul bags and the soul pouches, it's all prism green prism material. So I've got tons of that. So the longest part for me is getting through the red, because I'm not getting any more red materials for anything I'm doing. Everything I'm earning is prism green through all of my bags and all of the AFK option that we've got. I'm getting green material. So once I get a character into green, it's pretty fast progression wise. So in a couple of weeks I'll have him ready to go. Maybe even less than that. I might have it in 1 week. but I'll be ready to actually take him and put him at 4-star. I need, I'm going to use the shards. There's just no, like I said, there's no other way to do it. I'm close. I'm very close to promoting him. I think I need what? Do I need? How many promotion do I need? I need 80, 60. I need 58 shards to bring him up, and I have 40 some, so I'm close. Next couple events. I'll have enough to actually take him up. Yeah, I've got 43, so I need 9 more. So that's not a big deal. I'll be able to get that. I'll get some of that in the event. This event, the gotcha event that's still going on, I'll be able to snatch up another 4, so 4 or 5. So I'll be close enough, and then I could maybe run the PvP up to 10. If you do 10 tries into PvP, you can get a shard that way. Also, some shards inside of the squad. So yeah, I should be able to within a week, week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. Definitely have him ready to go. Get him up to 4-star. I'm going to get him his passive because that grants the buff, and then we'll put him in. I'm going to see what we're going to be doing. I know he's going to help inside squad boss. I'm not sure about within PvE. Anything buffing attack is going to be useful. We'll just have to see if it's something that would be worth focusing on. Also, with the new character coming out, whether or not that's something to look at as well too, because that, based on his skill set, that just seems to me like he's a little bit overpowered. But we'll have to see. It might be one of those things where something that it sounds really, really great on paper. Peter Strasser and Azurlane comes to mind, but then when you actually try to utilize it, it's completely useless. Again, Peter Strasser. So we'll have to see if that's exactly what's going to be occurring in this case. All right. So that's all I got for today, guys. Thanks a lot for watching the vid. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and you can click on that bell that will show up afterwards, and they'll let you know whenever I do drop a video. Also, remember to like and share the videos. It does help the views immensely. So this is Kenrick coming at you from the corner, signing out.